Greetings, fellow enthusiasts. Today we're going to talk about two small scripts displaying earnings for the stock, which is one of the most important and affecting on stock performance parts. And also we're going to get information about the stockholders. Two components that help people understand how reliable is stock and what can happen with the stock in the future. And also I'm going to introduce you to a library for Python or the interface named Streamlit, where we are going to do a lot of cool things. This framework is very user-friendly and it helps for better visualization of the data that we are acquiring. And without further ado, let's proceed and go with scripting itself. First, we're going to create a new file and name it task 4 display. What I want to say about naming your code is to keep a clear naming convention that will help you in future to understand which file is for what. Basically we have here only py file types, and that the naming should be helpful for you to get information without opening the file on what it contains. We saved it, and as usual we start with import yfinance as yf, then assigning a ticker which will be Apple, creating data object of stock data. These 3 lines are basically repeating a lot in our codes, so argument will be ticker, with the naming. Let's correct this. As you can see, whenever I corrected the name of it, it highlighted as an error here. So then we are assigning yet another value, earning calendar. This is our variable which will get the information from stock data and calendar attribute. And at the end, we are printing our earning calendar. Okay, once more, we went through importing yfinance, then we assigned a variable for Apple stock, then created stock data object for it. We are using this object to get the data about yfinance calendar attribute, and finally we are printing it. Once more, why is earning calendar important? Because it tells us when the company is expected to release the earning reports, one of the crucial factors that affect the stock performance. And let's have it running. We can see that the dividend date was 8/14, the latest one, and the earning date upcoming is October 31st. Earnings high, earnings low, earning average, revenue high, revenue low, and revenue average. So this is giving information about what earnings are expected to be. The earnings high and earnings low are the range, and these are the calendar dates for dividend date and earning date. Now with this completed, let's make another step, create another file. This will be task 5. Now we will display folders. And by the way, I'm going to create a Git repository and add all of these files into it. So I will share the Git repository address so you can access it too, and if you want, download it. But I would strongly recommend you to try and code it yourself. And here we start again with importing yfinance. Again, ticker assignment, which will be Apple. Then object creation. With providing the attribute for it, and now creating variable major holder equals to stock data major holders. And once it's ready, print statement for major holders. Once more, we are importing yfinance, creating a variable named ticker, assigning it value of Apple stock, creating an object to use it for acquiring the data we want, then specifying which data we are looking for our data object, and last but not least, printing this data. Why this is important? Major holders, because that includes the information about financial institutions or individuals that are holding significant amount of the company shares. Let's run it and see what data we are getting. We can see that about 6,000 institutions are holding the stock, and insiders percentage hold. Insiders are the company workers who were offered the share, the institutional percent, and institutions float percent held. This one is a bit not helpful, but it is included. So we got the information, how many institutions and what is the percentage distribution of them holding Apple stock. Now for the most important part of today's task, we are going to create yet another file, task 6 Streamlit, and now the Streamlit is a very powerful, easy to use frameworks which allows to build interactive web applications with Python, and it's great for finance and in general for data science. We import two libraries at the beginning, yfinance and importing Streamlit. Now with Streamlit we can see that it's highlighted red because it's not installed, but hovering over it you can see the option to install Streamlit. Let's wait a couple of seconds. While it's importing, we are doing our magic with ticker. a bit slow work of the IDE because it is importing and indexing our development environment. We got this ready. Let's wait and see that Streamlit is imported and no errors are highlighted. For Streamlit, let's make it as for shared usage because we are going to use a lot. Now with Streamlit we provide a title of the page, which will be stock information for as we inserted our variable here without going to fstring. st wait, and this is we are doing for writing the information we want to display on the page. Company. And now we are going to write our acquired information. Stock data and information part. Next we'll be getting major holders or something else like earning calendar, for example, and we'll display stock, right? Stock data, earnings. Now here our action will be a bit different, so we are not going to make it run, but in terminal we are going to introduce the new execution command. So with Streamlit, it is the format of the command is Streamlit run and providing the attribute what it should run to. Task 6 and tabulation. Let's have it run. And whenever it will be running, it will display in a web page the company information and the earning data that we wanted to acquire. Let me switch the screens. Oh, fortunately with my recording tool I cannot switch the screen, so you'll probably see it in your browser, which is your default browser. You will see a page showing the information from the Apple stock which was acquired, and you will have that information displayed very nicely in web user-friendly format, which for me personally helps understand more the content rather than the table and numbers only. Hope this was helpful for you. Hope you will enjoy your coding tasks and see you at the next time.